Hi, I'm your host, DOS350, and I would like to welcome you to a very special show that I like to call Tea Review. Now, in this very special episode of Tea Review, we're going to be looking at Dilmah Extra Strength. Now let's just jump straight into it. Make sure to smack that like and subscribe and the bell button for all the latest when it comes to tea. Shocking scandals and developments only on DOS350 legit. Now, let's just jump straight into it. This is going to be a deep dive into Dilmah Extra Strength Premium Ceylon. So let's just jump straight into it. First of all, we notice straight off the bat that this is what we like to call ethical tea. Sri Lanka. It's ethical. It's morally sound and just. You know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of tea this is. And that's just the kind of guy that I am. But that's outside the scope of this video. Moving straight along. It says, handcrafted from our tea gardens in your cup. Hang on, am I getting that right? Let's just enhance. Handcrafted from our tea gardens to your cup. Okay. Well, it's handcrafted to our cup. That's what I'm gathering. And that's just the way it is. And up the top we'll notice in a little red circle, that happens to say, you might be wondering, what does that actually say? I'm here to tell you that it says new look, same garden fresh taste. God damn. It's garden fresh. And that's the way I like it. Moving straight along. It's a product of Sri Lanka. I knew that already though. I've seen the ads. When I was a little kid, I've been brainwashed by the Dilmah guy, Mr. Dilmah. He's like, do try it or something. It's like, goddamn. You know, you don't need to tell me. Anyway, it says 100 tea bags, 240 Gs. I mean, yeah, 240 Gs, and that just so happens to be, well, that's 8.47 ounce. Goddamn. Moving straight along, we're going to analyze and deep dive all sides of this box, but as a change of pace for the DOS350 underscore legit professional review division, we're going to be mixing up the order of this review due to me, you know, thinking, god damn it, 350, you're doing a few too many eyeball reveals. We're gonna open the packet before we proceed. That was just a preview of the you know, the front side, the shelf out facing side. So we're just gonna deep dive straight in here. I've pierced the veil, you know what I mean? And now I'm here to unwrap this goddamn premium Ceylon. Make sure to smash that bell button for all this and more when it comes to premium unboxing, Christmas style unwrapping, gifts and giveaways, only on DOS350 underscore legit at Twitter. I'm moving straight along. I've unleashed the tea. As you can see, it's a bit more clean and crisp looking without that shiny packaging, wrapping. And so I'm going to be able to read just that little bit more easy with my little 350 goggles on. Make sure to smash that bell button if you sometimes have to take your goggles off to read things as well. Alright, so we've done the front side. The back side, the horizontal version, well, that's pretty much the same. single origin black tea, Dilmah, for lovers of tea. That's me. That's the kind of guy that I turned out to be, is a lover of tea. Can you blame me? We're moving straight along. We'll do this side first, the bottom side with the barcode. It says, packed in Sri Lanka by Dilmah Ceylon Tea Company PLC. 111 Negombo Road, Peliagoda, Sri Lanka. I know that place. Peliagoda. Goddamn. I got a telephone number, 91 11 482 2000, and you can write them at info@dilmahtea.com. They got a homepage, www.dilmahtea, that's DILMAH.com. They got a Facebook, which we don't care about here, on DOS350_legit, at Twitter. And they got a Twitter. And I'm gonna follow and tweet them and tag them in this video, and make sure to smash like on that. Twitter.com/Dilmah. Oh goddamn. Ingredients. That's what we wanted here. That's what we came here for at DOS350_legit. Review Central. We didn't come here to just get, it's great and you should go and buy it. No. I know that you, the viewer, came here for the facts, and I'm here to spell them out for you. Ingredients. Pure Ceylon black tea. No additives. All natural. Just the way I like it. And goddamn, they got a Australian address. That's a bit good of them. They must sell a lot here. I like to see a tea chart, but I bet Dilmah is pretty up there, because, I've heard people say, Dilmah, whatever. Even though this is without a bias or opinion review, I'm a Narada man, a Queenslander. It's just the kind of guy I am. But I'm gonna go into this and objectively find the truth about Dilmah. I'm not carrying any personal prejudices or anything like that. It's gonna be just about the tea. Pure Ceylon. But anyway, the Australian address, Dilmah Australia, Pty Limited, 6 to 10 Sunline Drive, Truganina, Victoria, 3029, Australia. They got a hotline, 1-800-333-663. And I got a New Zealand address, but we're not going to talk about that here. Who really cares? And I got a barcode, best before. I've got 8/20/22, so that's a long shelf life for this. It's data recording is like December 2019, so that's a good, couple 3 years of tea. It's like, god damn. Batch code Dilmah tea is GM free. I like that. Don't need any spaghetti goddamn scientists figuring out the tea genomes and tuning them up. I like it just the way it is. That's outside the scope of this video. Moving straight along, we're gonna look at the upside now with a little picky wiki of the Dilmah tea factories. Fields, should I say? I bet it is a factory secretly. God damn. Okay. Enhance. Can that come through? Let me just, I think it can. I need more light. Anyway. That says climate research for sustainable livelihoods. 10% for humanity. A minimum of 10% of our pre-tax profits directly benefit people and planet. Well, goddamn. People and planet. Who would have thought that little old me, 350 the pub Loretta, gone down to the shops, all out of tea bags. Just gonna, not care about anything in the world except for myself, and then all of a sudden, wait. I'm giving 10% to the goddamn people and planet. And the Ewoks and Chewbacca. I'm not gonna let it get to me, but it's like I didn't ask for this. Climate research especially, it's like, god damn. I'm not interested in climate research. But that's beyond the scope of this video. Make sure to smash that follow button on my Twitter. Alright, moving straight along. The character of... Excuse me. I'll just, before I read that, let's describe the pictures because they might not come through very clearly. The bottom line is that the background is fields. I'm seeing like a up-high helicopter shot of something, a little computerized looking thing in a sky with a big brick building in the bottom of it. That pretty much sums it up. Moving straight along. The life story says, the character of tea and inadvertently its harvest is a product of the terrain and its climate. The culture and livelihood of the communities in tea plantations are intricately woven into this climate-sensitive agricultural landscape. What a landscape that is. Through the Dilmah Conservation Center for Climate Change Research and Adaptation. Who came up with that name? The first such private... Oh god, I am. They're the first, boys and ladies in the chat. The first such private sector-led exercise. God damn, Dilmah beat him to the... beat him to the punch. We look towards identifying climate-resilient solutions for agriculture while securing the livelihood options of these vulnerable communities and ensuring that the equilibrium, which is critical for life to continue, is maintained. They're upholding the balance of the force here. It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon, aka Liam Neeson. It's like, god damn. The equilibrium and the livelihood is critical. There's equilibrium, they're vulnerable communities. It hits from every angle. It's like they've locked it down. Vulnerable community, climate change, equilibrium, critical for maintaining the balance of the force. It's like, alright guys, this is meant to be extra strength, not extra fucking stupid. But that's beyond the scope of this video. Well, that was a good read though. It's like, goddamn, that was pretty funny. I'm not meant to give my honest opinion, but vulnerable communities and climate change is like, guys, these guys are competing with bushels, I'm telling you, on polarization. It's like, that's pretty rich. It says, please visit dilmahconservation.org for more details of how every sip of Dilmah contributes towards protecting the environment. Every sip contributes. Little did I know, little old me, sitting here, on D2, not a care in the world, and I'm sipping away. And all of a sudden I'm protecting the goddamn planet. Climate change hero. DOS 350. Alright. And that's good to know. It gives me a sense of, contributing and doing my part in this ever-changing climate crisis, catastrophe world in which we live in. But that's beyond the scope of this video. Moving straight along, we still got 2 more sides to do. Make sure to smash that bell button and make an alt account and smash it again there, because this is just only getting started up in here on DOS 350 _ legit. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna do this side first. It's got a picture of Mr. Dilmah and some other stuff there. And let's just find out right now. Alright. It says here, Meryl J. Fernando, founder of Dilmah, was the first grower to offer tea that's grown, hand-picked, made in the traditional artisanal way, and packed garden fresh, right where it's grown. now joined by his sons, Dilhan and Malik, the Dilmah family offer tea with the assurance of taste, natural goodness, and purpose. Earnings from Dilmah fund the humanitarian and environmental initiatives of their MJF Foundation and Dilmah Conservation. Please visit dilmahtea.com for more information. Look, I don't have much to say about that. His son's name's Malik. Where's Bastilla? Make sure to leave a comment if you know in the chat. Now, single origin 100% pure Ceylon. Our tea's grown, hand-picked and ethically made in Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon. We protect the unique provenance of Ceylon tea by ensuring that Dilmah tea is unblended and packed garden fresh. That's 3 times now that they've told me how garden fresh it is. At source, they say at source. At source, it's like it's a fucking mystical thing. At source. I would prefer it if they said at the source or at its source or something. Just at source, it's like, goddamn, I get it, but it's not like they're short on space here. Just source by itself makes it... They're going for some kind of spiritual feel, like I can feel it. It's not just a joke, like old Malik and Dilhan were sitting there going, what are we gonna say? At source. The source of all life, you know, on this earth. The source. No, just source. But moving straight along. At source. Alright, taste, goodness, and purpose. Our founder's dream was to offer his tea grown and packed at source. Straight again. It's in the very next sentence, they're at sourcing again. Direct to the world. After nearly 4 decades spent in overcoming he's a billionaire, guys, overcoming the obstacles he faced as he sought to offer his first genuinely ethical tea brand, he succeeded in '88, and his earnings fulfill his pledge to making Dilmah a business that's a matter of human service. You've got to be kidding. Human service? It's like, I like it. I'm not being robbed. I'm paying my money and I'm getting my 100 extra strength tea bags. But it's like, it's a human service? Is it my human right? No, Mr. Dilmah and Malik and Dilhan are rich. That's just the way it is. Where was I? Matter of human service. Well, there you go. Authentic, artisanal. Am I saying that right? It's like, I don't know. I never say that word, boys. Artisanal tea. Our tea's hand-picked and made in a traditional way. A method that's unchanged for centuries to ensure the taste, goodness, and quality. In Dilmah, it's Dilmah carbon neutral product. Don't know how they manage that. And it's got a little logo with a lion, Ceylon tea, seal of quality. It's a Ceylon tang. And that's pretty good. So now we're down to the final side, and this is the side that we're looking forward to, because I don't know about you, the viewer, but here at DOS350_legit review incorporated, I'm pretty goddamn thirsty for a tea. It's like, I don't mean to go too off topic into my life story, but I haven't had a tea in a couple of days now, and as a tea lover, I'm starting to feel the strain, as you can imagine. Let's be on the scope of this video, moving straight along to the final and most exciting installment of the tea sides of the pyramid. Make sure to smash the like button and bell button while you're at it. Alright. Ethics and sustainability. Okay, first of all, it's got a picture of a woman with a big basket strapped to her back and a thing on her head, and she's in the field or something. Alright. It says ethics and sustainability. Our MJF charitable foundation offers dignified and sustainable empowerment to thousands of less privileged children, youth, women, and men. Okay. While Dilmah Conservation focuses on conservation of ecosystems, heritage and culture, as well as restoration and sustainable agriculture, these humanitarian and environmental efforts benefit Dilmah workers and their families, as well as the wider community in Sri Lanka and elsewhere. More about our philosophy at dilmahtea.com. It's got a Dilmah Conservation logo and an MJF. Whatever. Brewing the perfect cup. Alright, strap in, because here's the directions, in case you've never made a tea in your life. This could be important. Okay. They're starting out strong. I'm just gonna have to brace myself. Make sure to smack that like and subscribe bell button. Alright. Brewing the perfect cup. Use a kettle that's free of limescale or sediment and fill it to the required level with filtered or spring water. Now, I'm gonna have to do full disclosure here. My tea's probably got my kettle. I haven't ever cleaned it. I've probably made few thousand teas and coffees in it. I don't know how much limescale and sediment it's got, and I don't really care, but if it ever starts tasting greasy or looking disgusting, I'll clean it. I think kettles are pretty clean, boils every day, a few times a day, that's pretty good. Moving straight along, but before we move straight along, let's go back and take it back for a minute. With filtered or spring water. I'm gonna be using tap water. Full fluoride style. But that's beyond the scope of this video. It says 1. Place 1 tea bag per serving into the cup or teapot. 2. When the water has boiled, pour directly onto the tea bag. 200 to 220 ml per serving. 100 degrees Celsius. That's boiling. Science, quick tips, make sure to smash the science button. 3. Stir to allow the tea in the bag to infuse. Alright, we know it's in the bag. I'm just gonna have to interrupt you there. We don't condone getting into the tea bag and breaking out the tea every goddamn time you have a tea. That doesn't go on here at DOS 350. We just have the tea bag the way the developers intended. Now, stir the tea in. Stir to allow the tea in the tea bag to infuse flavor and goodness into the water. Stir again after a minute. It's like, you gotta stir again. And 4. We're gonna break this down afterwards, I'll just read 4 anyway. Brew the tea bag in freshly boiled water for a minimum of 3 minutes. 5 minutes for a strong cup, then stir. Is that a third stir or not? And remove the bag to serve. Now hang on. Being a tea lover like I am, I'm just gonna take the time to break this down for a minute. They're giving me too many rules and restrictions. It's like, oh damn, I appreciate the help, but I like to leave the tea bag in. I think it makes the tea nicer, and 5 minutes is a hell of a long time. The tea's cold by then, like, not completely, but pretty cold. And, yeah, they give me too many limits and rules. It's like 1 tea bag, 3 stirs, 5 minutes. It's like, guys, is that how you do it in Sri Lanka? It's like, I don't know. But here in Queensland, it's like, god damn it. Just give me a cuppa. That's what we call them up here. It's no secret. But that's beyond the scope of this video. So moving straight along, we got the final countdown. It's the last paragraph left on this entire packet. And that's okay, because it's been a long read. It says, enhancements. Your Dilmah tea is natural in bold type. It's like, okay, it's mine. It's my Dilmah tea. I bought it for me at the shops that I went to. Mine. All mine. My Dilmah tea, your Dilmah tea, it tells me, is all natural. It's natural. And if you enjoy sweetened tea, use honey. Guys, if you enjoy a sweetened tea, use honey. That's all I'm going to say about it. But actually, I'm going to say what the packet says. It says, your Dilmah tea is all natural, and if you enjoy sweetened tea, which I do, use honey as a natural sweetener. Fresh mint leaves, ginger, lemon, lemongrass, cardamom are natural enhancements plus stats. Bis, you may wish to add, if you take milk with your tea, we recommend warm dairy milk. Warm. I don't know if anyone in their right mind has ever heated up milk to have in a tea. Like, I can understand it in a coffee. Makes sense. I don't do it, but if someone did it for me, I wouldn't complain. But for tea, it's like, I've never even heard of that. Are you kidding? Must be a Sri Lankan thing. No, but I've just got to say though, look at all these stupid enhancements like honey. Okay, I like honey. I like honey in tea. It's good. I got no worries about that. But other than that, there's no way in this earth I'm gonna have fresh mint leaves, ginger, lemon, lemongrass, or cardamom. Like, cardamom? Really? I don't wish to add that, and I'm not gonna warm the milk. And they don't even say sugar. It's like, guys, where's the sugar? Like, there's a lot I could say about this packet, but I think my tone about all this should say it all, if you know what I mean. I've read the packet. I've described the pictures. Get one more look at the packet, but now it's almost time that we jump into the part you've all been waiting for. Make sure to smash that bell button. And that is a tea unboxing. Alright. There's the teas. And we're going to get one out and have a look at it. Up close and personal. Alright. Now this is what it looks like. This is what we're working with. This is a Dilmah Extra Strength tea bag. And that's just the way I like it. And it says Dilmah Extra Strength. It's got a little clock and it says 3 to 5 minutes. It's got the tag is kinda, doesn't look like there's a staple in there. It's probably oh no, there's no staples whatsoever. It says staple free tea, sustainable. The source. Back to source. Alright. No staples, Dilmah Extra Strength. Looks pretty good. I'm just gonna get a nasal test. Whoops. I dropped that one. And that means it's a sacrifice. For a sweet ceylon savour unto the Lord. Now, I'm gonna sniff this tea. God damn. Now that smells good. No real thing to say about it. It smells like tea. And that about sums up the description / analysis of the packet section of this review. I'm gonna go and now prepare this tea and enjoy it with me and my family in a sustainable, ethical, and delicious handcrafted, garden fresh way. Climate change. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I've got my tea. And I'm about to have my first sip. Sustainable, environmental, human service. Let's just get straight into it. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe bell button if you're sipping on Dilmah as well. Alright, it's pretty good. It's pretty hot. This is, as you can see, I've got the tea bag left in. I got the spoon left in because I'm going to give it a live on-camera stir right now. Just like they said stir, not once, not twice, but thrice. It's like, oh damn, alright guys, that's enough. The spoon is coming out. That's enough. Moving straight along, let's have another sip. It's a bit hot, so I'm just going to take it nice and easy so I don't burn my little mouth. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty spicy. Like I said earlier in the video, I haven't had a tea in a couple of days, so this is pretty goddamn good. Usually I like to add the milk in the review so I can do a nice tea. Whoop, don't spill it on yourself, 350. God damn. So yeah, so I can do a little tea, you know, milk show and tell, but I just forgot when I was making this tea. I thought, I got the little golden jug that you've seen before in my previous tea reviews out of my little cupboard, and I said to myself, do it 350, it'll be good for the viewers and the Twitter. And then all of a sudden I just poured the milk in it without even thinking. And I wasn't about to make another tea, boil all over again, freshly scale all the goddamn lime scale out of there. No way. So I just thought, forget it. I'll do it next time when I review Lipton. Shoutouts to those guys. Alright, before I deep dive into it, I'm gonna do what I usually do when I have a tea, and that is give it the dip test. Now, if you're new to this channel, DOS350_legit, make sure to smash that follow button and subscribe on my Twitch channel for exclusive live content never before seen on YouTube. Alright, the dip test is, I've got a biscuit, nuts, ginger nut, and I've got my premium 100% pure Ceylon, and it goes like this. God damn! Alright. And then I proceed to crunch. Alright, that's pretty goddamn crunchy. Almost as crunchy as escargot. But that's beyond the scope of this video. Alright. Yeah, that is pretty nice. Extra strength. Now look. I can definitely taste that it's tea in there, but I feel that Dilmah's got like a certain kind of dullness to the taste. Like, it's not to say that it's bad, but it's just in its nature kind of mild. Even extra strength, like, it's more shockingly mild. If you know what I mean, like the strength isn't in the actual tea kind of flavour, it's in the... No, it is pretty juicy, we'll say that. Maybe it just needed a bit more time. It is, I mean what I said though about the mild, like compared to a Narada, Dilmah's pretty mild. bushels, like it might be on about the same level. Tetley, dunno, Yorkshire. It's pretty similar. They're all pretty similar. Narada's definitely the standout in terms of distinct flavour, but this isn't a Narada video. This is a Dilmah video. So I'm just gonna have to break it down for you, 350 style. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button if you want to hear more about what I have to say when it comes to tea. And so much more. Now, it's good. And I'm saying that without bias or agenda. It's like Mr. Dilmah and Malik and Dilhan. They're not paying me. They're not giving me free goddamn tea bags. Not even anything. I took it upon myself to go to the shops, pick up this tea, and review it out there for the YouTube community at large. So, I feel not only a climate crisis imminent, but a goddamn responsibility to my viewers to tell the truth without any hesitation when it comes to Dilmah. I'm not gonna hold anything back. First of all, let's analyse the economics of it all. Packed and produced in Sri Lanka, sold to me here in Queensland, and enjoyed on a Tuesday night. How much did this cost, you might be wondering? That's a fair question. The answer, $3.20, and that's on special. Now, if you would believe it if I told you that the percentage off it said on special was 50. You heard that right, 50% off at $3.20. So they're trying to tell me that this 100 packet, 8.47 ounce, 240 G's of goddamn extra strength
Dilmah tea
is worth $6.40. RRP? MSRP? Are you serious? $6.40. Now, I don't know where you come from, but $6.40. Like, you could get probably 400 tea bags of a brand name tea for $6.40 if you went and got the right specials. Whatever, you know, catalogue, discount. Like, that's not a lie, I got 200 Narada for about the same price as that, if not less. $3.20, I mean. 200, that's double the tea bags. And, so $6.40 is way too much for 100 of these. Like, they're not that good. I don't care how much they give to the goddamn humanitarian Sri Lankan men, women and children, and the climate and source, you know. I don't care, I just want a tea. So that $6.40 is Line and Malik and Dilhan and Mr. Dilmah Patriarch. It's lying in their little silky pockets with gold, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's like, goddamn. Like, I've seen the ads, you know, a long time ago, and I've seen the, you know, the look in his face, the sincerity, and he's almost like, do try it. But secretly, you know, he's living it up. He's a goddamn high roller, and here I am, just trying to survive, forgetting to put my milk in the golden review jug. It's like, goddamn. And they expect me to give 10% of my $6.40 to the marginalised, bubblerised families and the discriminated women and youth. It's like, goddamn, cut me a deal, Malik and Dilhan. I'm not made of money like you guys are. I don't care if the name's Dilmah and how GMO free it is. It's like, the dollar's the bottom line here at DOS 350 legit. And $6.40 is definitely not worth it. The taste? Well, that's okay. It's actually good, like, I'm not complaining, but for every reason I've outlined, I'm just gonna have to give Dilmah Extra Strength a very very special score of only buy on special. Now, look, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't hurt me to say that. Like, I was hoping to be able to give them a highly recommended, slap them in the trolley, but it's just not meant to be. It's like, the tea's okay, tastes good, colourful packet, highly fucking popularised, marginalised, climate change, you name it. It had everything. And that's okay, I'm used to that in tea packets. Not many companies are able to escape that. They're not selling you on the actual tea, they're selling you on a life story full of popularised, politicised ideals that got nothing really to do with tea. It's just like, it's pretty pathetic, if you ask me. But that's just the kind of guy that I am. Have your say in the comment section down below, and while you're there, make sure to smash that like button so I can bring you more juicy tea reviews just like this, and so much more. Only on DOS 350 legit, I guess. I'm feeling pretty good. It's tasting pretty damn juicy. Like, there's nothing to complain about except for the packet and the price and the fact that Mr. Dilmah and Malik and goddamn Dilhan don't give a damn about me or what I've been through all my life up until now. They only care about the climate. They told me it's a human service, but here I am just scraping by, and they want 640 out of me and 10% to the boys so they can boost their goddamn clout on the packet with all the Pablos out there going, oh yeah, climate change, and Greta and goddamn, what's his name? Bill Clinton's rival. That guy. Movie man. Whatever. Here at DOS 350 legit, we're straight up warrior poet gangsters. We don't listen to any of that. And so, look, even though I said only buy on special, if they are on special like they were for me when I went to the shops this evening to get tea, item number 1 on my shopping list, I went into the tea section, I looked at the teas, I looked at the specials, I looked at the amount of tea bags, and Dilmah stood out to me. I didn't get it just for the review, I actually got it because it was the best deal at the time. 100 extra strength, $3.20. There was nothing else that competed. It was the only one on special. The next one up was like an extra 80 cents or something. So that was the bottom line. It wasn't by design that I got Dilmah, it was by circumstance and the price that Coles decided to charge. And that's alright, so... Excuse me. I'll just say that if you're at Coles and Dilmah Extra Strength 100 pack is $3.20 and you don't mind, do yourself a favour, and not the environment or the publarized, discriminated, marginalised little tiny people. Just do yourself a favour and just smack a few of them in the goddamn trolley, and you're not going to regret it. But at $6.40, you can look the other way, give them the cold old shoulder and just say, no way, get yourself something else. $6.40 is not worth the stretch, by any means. And I mean that. If you're out there in the world, you're a Dilmah native, and you're saying, goddamn, it's Dilmah or it's nothing. I'm not touching it and I'm not even sipping it if it isn't Dilmah. Get your head straight, because it's really not all that good. Like, it's good, but it's not the best, and it's not worth $6.40 per 100, ever. Not now, not in, like, if, inflation, 10 years time, it's like, no way. Get yourself in line. Climate change, it's like, goddamn it. It's not worth that much, Mr. Malik and Dilhan. And you better understand that I mean it when I say that. That's what we call a contented sigh here at DOS 350 Legit. Find out more in the DOS 350 Review Chronicles. Going back about 15 videos now. And look, I think that's about all I've got to say about Dilmah. Like, it's nice, whatever. I don't care much about the climate or anything. The price is a lot, but when it's on special, the green fields, the Ceylon, they're looking pretty good. If not, you know, like I said, forget it. Get yourself a more responsible tea, economically. It's like Dilmah's the Gucci of teas, I think, at that price. Like, it must be up there. Like, it's the step below Gucci. It's like the Supreme or whatever of tea. Like, people drink it and they think, oh yeah, I'm helping the climate. I'm a fucking full-on Pablo. This is great. So they can't really justify that for much longer. The cat's out of the bag, right here, right now, exclusive. That was an exclusive. The cat's out of the bag, Malik, Dilhan. So you better start preparing for that. Anyway, that about sums up this tea review. I'll take one more sip. I've already contented sighed. It's pretty damn spicy, like it's good. It's strong. It's Dilmah. Can you blame me? Like, $3.20. That's a good deal. But $6.40, there's just no way. So, having said that, excuse me, make sure to smash that bell button. I've been your host, DOS 350, and thank you. Keep on sipping in the free world. And I mean that.